This is where things get a little bit more complicated. I realized that I'm not even a third party,
Huh?
That's the girl, my best friend, my best friend's best friend,
Yeah.
and I'm the fourth party.
Welcome back to another episode of Men Explain. I'm pretty sure you'll be quite excited about today's guest because I heard he's been voted one of the handsomest faces at this point in time. Please welcome Shawn Thia. What's up?
Hello, thanks Sonia. Hello everyone, my name is Shawn, I'm an actor and I'm also a content creator and a full-time dog parent now.
Torrance.
Yes.
Okay. And you are the top 100 most handsome faces or something? Who did that research?
No, so like there was this day I just got like a notification on my social media. I think this competition called TC Candler
Okay.
and
And you got voted in.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
You have a
Yeah.
very symmetrical face.
I don't, I really don't.
Is it?
Because
Okay.
like if you look at my eyes, like, it's like,
I don't see it. It's pretty much the same. But
you.
today's topic is going to be quite interesting because I feel like we don't really talk about this that much.
Okay.
Us girls, we yap a lot, we chat a lot, we're always gossiping, telling each other our deepest, darkest secrets. And I've always wondered at the back of my mind whether men have similar conversations in their bro groups,
Yeah.
And more often than not, I'm met with this sentence like, oh, it's the bro code, I won't tell. Like, we won't tell on our bros and all that.
right.
So I wanted to sort of unpack the whole concept of male friendships and the bro code. How do guys maintain their friendships, So the bro code
Right.
exists for you though, right?
It does, but like maybe a bit of disclaimer out there, right? Is
Yeah.
that so this bro code thing, I mean, is there. We all know about it.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if I'm the best person to talk about it also. Because I feel like I tread between like it's important and it's not important at the same time.
Okay.
So I come from a very neutral point of view, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the bro code, I mean, do we have examples? Or?
Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's just say you and your best friend, your best guy friend, okay, he's in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you also know his partner. Okay? And you guys hang out in the same group, all that. But because he was your best friend first, he confided in you and he told you, hey, so, I've been cheating on so-and-so.
Oh, that's a very heavy start.
And
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's dive straight into it, right?
Okay, let's do it.
So then in that case, it's a bit of a moral dilemma.
Wow, yeah.
What would you do in that situation? Because you have to keep this friendship, I don't know, bro code with him.
Yeah.
You won't just go and tell his partner about it, even though you're friends with her, right? So what would you do in such a situation?
I have a similar, like a group of friends
Okay.
that I hang out. So I have like different group of friends. And actually my circle of friends are very small.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm just very selective that
Who
way.
you hang
lah.
out with,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I have this group of friends. It is me and two other guys and one of the guys' partner also. So four of us. And I know the girl and the guy equally.
Fairly well.
Fairly well.
Okay.
If he were to come and tell me that like he's been cheating and all that, I think okay, the bro code obviously is like, oh, they always say like bros over hoes, right? Have you heard
Yeah,
of that before?
yes.
I don't subscribe fully to that. I
Yeah.
think like there's certain like value in that, like certain sense of what do you call that, camaraderie in that, but not fully lah. If let's say this bro come and tell me like, hey,
Confide in you,
I have been
like, oh man, I'm
cheating.
torn,
I think
yeah.
I'll ask him maybe where is his heart at first? Like is he like remorseful? He wants
Yeah.
to change or whatever. But like the fact that I know about this thing, I would advise him to like really just come clean lah.
Oh.
Because I don't believe in sweeping things under the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. And if he comes from a place that like, okay, like, hey bro, like, I really don't know what to do, like you gotta help me. And then I'll tell him like, dude, you better get your shit right lah.
Yeah.
You have to, I won't say confess, but like at least, really just check yourself and kind of come clean. But when he's ready, of course.
Yeah.
But I won't, step over my boundary and go and
It may not feel like it's in your place to go and
Yeah, to
interfere.
tell the
the
girl.
partner, yeah.
I think that is the bro code. That's the limit where I can put myself at.
Yeah.
That I would tell him that, you need to wake the hell up.
Yeah,
But not overstep that boundary.
Yeah. So then let's just say we switch the positions. What do you look for in a bro for example? Because for us girls, right, like we can sit down and talk about the same thing or the same guy problem for like 6 hours. And I don't know whether it's the same for you guys, but what do you look for in a good bro?
In a good bro, you know, like maybe maybe in this season of life, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I have already seen enough people.
Most types of bros.
Yeah, most types of people. most types of bros.
Yeah.
And I feel like my friends, the friendship circle is already like kind of fixed lah. So if I were to meet a new guy, I'm assuming it's like a new person, and like, how would I induct him into my world of bros, right?
Yeah.
I think, wow, I don't know. How would a girl, like, is it easier for girls like to?
No, actually, I think for girls it's harder. So if we've already formed, I can side eye. I'm seeing all the producers like laughing behind the scenes because it's true. You girls know it. It's like if you've already formed this group. I'm not talking like Mean Girls, but it's quite like Mean Girls lah. So you're already like in a group, right? And if there's a new chick that's going to be introduced in, I think you have to tick a lot of boxes first before joining that girl group. Like there's so many things and dynamic, you know, within the group, and you've already sort of set that in stone with your friends which you've had for a long time.
Right.
That sometimes when you introduce new people too quickly, it could cause a bit of friction amongst people, you know? Like, oh, why are you hanging out with her more than me? Like, I thought I was your only friend.
Really?
I mean, yes.
Is it good?
At least for my girl group, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I understand.
Maybe. I don't know if it's the same for every girl group, but I see, like in my own partner, they make friends with bros super easily. They're like, oh, hey, come for poker game, oh, this, that. Suddenly there's like 3 new guys or like two. So it's like, okay, maybe they've got these activities that are easier to invite friends of friends, and then they eventually become part of a bigger group.
Okay,
right?
but that is like surface level bros, right?
Right, not like deep
not like deep.
conversations.
I feel like it's very easy, especially nowadays, like we just like, you know, especially if you like forget someone's name and like, hey bro.
Oh my gosh. So what do girls say?
Hey sis.
It's oh yeah, okay.
Guys, we have a lot of this kind of like surface bros lah, whereby like we meet them for the first time.
And you have
like,
a secret
bro,
handshake, you know.
So I don't do that. But
But you guys do like the bro shake.
The bro shake. There is a bro gesture.
Okay, which is?
Either or the.
What is that?
You know?
I have never seen anyone. Is that so discreet?
Like
I thought you guys do the.
No lah, that's like
That's me doing it myself. It looks better with someone else.
I know the whole like thing.
Yeah, what do you guys do? Like I'm like, what is going on?
I don't know. I think that's a very hip hop thing, right?
Is it really?
I don't know.
I keep seeing guys do it like when they meet someone. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but like the the hey, what's up, you know, or the like, how are you today?
What?
No, you don't have that.
Please leave a comment and tell me if you guys do it. I want to know. I want to know whether what you're saying is true.
We have that.
But I mean, I have another burning question. Like, with us girls, you know, like I mentioned earlier, we're so open about a lot of our feelings. We bitch about people, our partners, whatever, if something went wrong or whatever, right? And sometimes we also cry, like in front of each other. Like if things went wrong or we break up or we're going through a tough time, I think it's only natural, you know, like your friends are there for you and
that's common.
Feel free, yeah. So amongst a bro group, like do you guys ever get to that vulnerable point where you physically actually break down? Or has that hardly happened?
Okay, so I only speak for like my group of friends lah, and I think that I have a few lifelong bros that we grew up together. I think like we know each other since like we were 12, and we've just been playing the same game, just been like talking about the same nonsense. For like the past how old am I this year? 27, so 15 years. So like for the past 15 years, we've just been like just close lah, right? And it's a very low maintenance friendship.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is like we don't have to like meet each other, you know,
all
like once a week. Yeah, we don't. In fact, most of the time, right? I would say we are close to a point where we don't have to
meet up constantly to be a part of each other's lives.
Yeah, in fact, like sometimes I look at their face, I know what they're gonna say. You know, we are in sync that way.
Okay.
Right. But then it's a very low maintenance thing. Like we don't have to like do a heart-to-heart talk. I think girls do that, right? And I think it's very nice. I think it's nice for guys to try to do more of these.
Yeah.
Just that like maybe it's just harder for our walls to come down.
I agree. So it's so funny because I remember this quite clearly. So my partner and I had a fight, and it was quite like a big fight. But now you ask me, I forgot what it's about. As with most fights. So we spent the day like not speaking to each other. And I went off to like whine about it with my
Your girlfriends,
friends.
yeah.
Over wine, no less. And then he said, okay, like he's gonna go meet a buddy, right? And we were still kind of just updating each other, like what's going on. In 45 minutes, he was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I was like, wait, what? I was sitting there from like lunch till dinner. And I'm still not done talking about my feelings. But it was done in
It
like
sounds about right.
less than an hour. So after the dust settled and we, stopped fighting, I was like, so what do you share with your buddy? He just said, oh, point 1, point 2, point 3.
Yeah.
And then his buddy goes, okay, you should do this, and then that. And then like, okay, let's go get coffee.
I
was
relate.
What? That's it?
Maybe it's a little bit
Emotionally.
of a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
That like guys, I don't know if this is sexist or not, but most guys, we really, we want to settle things. We are like,
to the point.
Yeah, we get to the point, we settle
Okay.
things. But maybe
But
girls
what
like to
about
share.
Yeah, what about the context and the story behind it? Like, and then like, 3 days before this happened, like what happened? Huh? Like,
What? Isn't that
kind
like
of stuff.
past?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I need to set the context.
I get it.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know. I think like in 45 minutes, that is sufficient to cover everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
we are very, very
okay. So
different.
maybe like with my guy friends, right? We my bros lah. We really cut straight to the point.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then my question is, if you guys are not talking about love, relationships, feelings, life stuff, like what are you talking about most of the time? I'm very curious to know this. Like in bro settings, what do guys talk about?
I think guys. I mean, I say for my group
Yeah.
of friends, right? Like football,
Really?
cars. Yeah, it's something like really lame to you, but like maybe you girls talk about like manicure, is it that kind of thing?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Pedicure.
Okay.
Yeah, similar lah, right?
Okay, different
have your
interests, yeah.
Yeah, and most of my guy friends, like why I also say is low maintenance friendship, right?
Yeah.
It's because we can literally just sit down and play FIFA for maybe like from like 9 p.m. all the way until like 5 a.m. And we can just don't talk about it. Like just
Don't talk.
yeah, haha loser, then next game.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know, I think maybe this is like a culture that my girlfriends have, had.
Yeah. No, it's not the first time I think I've heard some other
Yeah,
stories.
yeah.
in
Or like,
guy
poker,
groups.
maybe like guys.
Yeah, poker.
Hey, you,
like-
don't, you don't talk about heart-to-heart stuff, you're trying to keep a poker face there.
But-
Trying to win some money, right?
Okay, so on that note, I'm gonna list out some, I would say, assumptions about a bro code, okay?
Okay.
And you tell me whether you think it's real or not.
Okay.
You think whether it's applicable, okay?
Okay, but disclaimer, I mean, I speak for myself and myself only,
Yeah.
right? Not for all the guys in the world, huh?
Yes. Here's a
Okay.
lot of disclaimers today.
Yeah,
okay?
I gotta be very
Got a lot
safe
of
for this.
disclaimers, Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here are some examples of a bro code.
Yeah.
Okay. Being a good wingman. Do you agree with that? Have you been a wingman before?
I'm a horrible wingman.
You're a horrible wingman, why?
I'm so horrible because like I have never approached. I think like wingman, right? Like does it have to be a
He clearly hasn't had much experience in being a wingman.
No, I haven't. Like, can you give me an example?
Like, okay, like you guys are partying, you and your bro are walking around, and he goes, hey, that girl's cute, man. Like, what should I do? I'm shy.
You see, that's the thing. Like, I'm the worst person to talk about this because like I don't like to like party and all that. I've been to a club less than 5 times. I
Okay.
think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I have never. And every time I go to a club is
Work.
for a
For
reason.
some work thing.
Yeah, for
Okay.
either work or like to drag my friend out.
Right.
Yeah,
And so what if you're trying to set your friend up with someone? You've never actually done that.
I've never done that. Like,
What?
if let's say right, my friend asked me to do something for him so
Yeah.
that he can approach the girl
Yeah,
easier, I think
yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Just nobody has ever asked me for that.
Because they're
Ever.
scared that the girl will like you instead. I
Maybe,
think.
honestly, maybe.
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 You think so? Okay. We're going to
Maybe.
clip this out and send to your guy friends. Not to shit stir or anything, but yeah. Okay, the next one.
Yes.
Next one is another example of a bro code. Ex-girlfriends or sisters are off limits.
Yeah,
What do
this
you
one.
feel about-
Okay, so this I agree.
This you agree?
I feel like there is a certain boundary to that. If let's say a bro were to come and tell me like, oh, I just broke up with this girl, then let's say 3 months later, I come into the picture and like I'm dating this girl. Isn't that a little bit sus?
It is weird. It
Yeah,
is,
like
I
that.
have to
Then the
admit.
question is like, how long have I liked this girl before already?
God. So many questions, yeah.
Yeah, so I think like that has. Okay, I have another story right that is kind of similar,
Okay.
but it's also not fully, but this one, I mean, I was very young lah, right?
Okay.
I was like 15, I think.
Okay.
I don't even know if you can count this as a like relationship things.
I'm
okay?
ready to hear it regardless.
So when I was like around 15, I met this girl through my best friend, and then we were kind of like talking, texting each other last time, right? Like we just like SMS each other.
Yeah.
And then she was giving me this signal, like
A
I mean,
signal.
like, why would you text me, right? Like, of course,
Or like
you want to
mean
chat.
you're feeling a vibe from her. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a little bit slow at that, but like I could catch that, like, hey, we are.
She's flirting.
Yeah, and then we're
Okay.
talking well, you know, like we're just texting, you know, everything in class,
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, and you're like waiting for the
Yeah,
reply.
yeah. And I feel like, oh, maybe there's something going on, right?
Okay.
And so that went on for like a good, maybe, I don't know, maybe like half a year or something.
Wow, okay.
Right? And all this time, my best friend, like, never said anything. Also, maybe because we don't confide in each other about these kind of things.
Oh, okay.
Right? So there was this time, right, when it was Valentine's Day. Then last time there's this shop lah, right, called like
Precious Thoughts?
Tiny Toon. Have you heard of that? Mini Toon or something like that?
Mini Toons, yeah.
Then they have those
I
big
thought it was
plushies.
Precious Thoughts.
No,
It's
those
like
big plushies, you know.
THOT.
Yeah, so she was saying that, oh, I love this Eeyore,
Oh,
you know,
Eeyore,
the
okay.
Winnie the Pooh thing. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy that, you know. And it's that kind of like gigantic size.
Oh my
So I brought it over. Then like, I went to her house. Valentine's Day, I want to surprise her, right?
Yeah.
I showed up. I waited for like an hour. I showed up, and then she was walking towards me. But then, right beside her, it was my best friend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then they were holding hands, no.
They were holding hands?
Yeah, they were just like very close proximity. I cannot
Okay.
remember they were holding hands on. Just coming, or when I pass her the plushie and I'm like, Happy Valentine's Day. But then like, while doing that, I'm just like, I look at my friend and I'm like, you know, just now that one?
Yeah.
Like,
The look,
what's
the
up?
look.
You know,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up?
yeah.
And then, okay, I cut long story short, I only found out, right, that actually my best friend has been dating her for like a year.
And no one said anything?
No
Like-
one said anything. Like I never, because I never actually spoke to my best friend about these kind of things. And I'm like, but you're dating someone, I should know about it, right?
Yeah.
But no, like apparently guys don't talk about this kind of things.
Maybe until it's like serious or something. But
Yeah,
a year is
yeah,
pretty
maybe.
long.
It is. And then I realized that like, okay, these where things get a little bit more complicated. I realized that I'm not even a third party, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, so my best friend was dating this girl,
Okay.
but then this girl, right, was also talking to my best friend's best friend.
Which
right?
is you?
No, it's not me. Like, I'm not even the third party. I'm the fourth party, you know,
Your
guys.
best friend's best friend.
Yeah, my best friend's I mean, like,
So you're not your best friend's best friend?
like, I know him from church, right? And then his best friend is from school, for example.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are the other best friend.
I'm the other best friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then like, so that's the girl, my best friend, my best friend's best friend,
Yeah.
and I'm the fourth party.
Wow, this girl, we need to give her an award. Like, how
I
did
mean,
she do this?
Yeah, lah, kudos
Not
to her, man.
normalizing it, but not normalizing it, but
Yeah,
wow.
man. Well, we're just like, puppets, man. Dance for us.
Yeah.
I think like from that day onwards, right, then I realized that like actually, oh my goodness, guys really don't talk about things
Yeah.
like as openly as a girl would.
See, that's the thing. Within the first few weeks even, or even the first time we meet someone that
Yeah.
maybe we find cute or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm immediately telling my friend about it. Like straight away.
immediately?
Immediately. I'm like, by the way, I met this guy. Like we might be going out, maybe not. We'll just update each other. And every time we meet or like have drinks or whatever, they'll be like, so what's the update? Even though it was just like 2 days ago that we,
Right.
that we spoke to each
Right.
other. Yeah.
What's funny about like this, right, is I can relate and like, okay, I like that, right?
Yeah.
But my best friends, right, we usually tell each other very, very surface stuff. Like my bros,
Like a
like the
summary.
three of us, we will just say like, wow, chills, yeah. Yeah. Wow,
That's
this girl,
deep.
yeah, chills, yeah. Or like, wow, very big.
Oh my
Something like
God.
that, right? But we won't go into details, we
He's
won't say
talking
like,
about her hair, obviously. It just goes from 0 to 100, and they're
Yes.
like, "Oh, by the way, this is a summary. I'm getting married." Like,
I won't be surprised, no.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised because that's what happened for me and Xenia as well.
did you tell your bros that you were going to propose?
Okay, so like
or-
over the span of let's say a year, so maybe the first time before me and Xenia we got together, right?
Yeah.
I said like, maybe I told them like, oh, while playing FIFA, lah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
no
this,
less. Yeah.
I think this girl is
it.
very suitable
She's
for
the
me.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Very
then maybe
suitable for me. Also,
yeah,
diplomatic.
she is right for me.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
she's good for me. And then maybe like a couple of months later, it's like, okay, I really like this girl.
Yeah.
And the next time it's like, okay, we're getting married.
What? I don't get it. For us, it's like I can send a 5-minute voice note. Okay, you're watching right now, you don't get to judge, okay? I know you're nodding away and you're probably agreeing with me on this. We can send each other like voice notes and we're like analyzing it and then we're like, so what are your thoughts? You know, then they'll send back like another 5-minute voice note.
So that's
and then,
common.
And then it ends off with, you want to meet later? Okay? And then we start all over again from the top, you know? So that's just the way that some of our groups work, I guess.
That is nice lah, but
Also a waste of time, is it? Or?
No, definitely not a waste of time. I think it's like really sweet lah. But I just find like there is a barrier like in the world of like the guys to break
I feel
that
so
barrier.
too. Yeah, only very few straight men that are in my group of friends have been able to really talk about this, and yet at the same time, they're talking about it to us, like to the girls. So I don't actually know whether he's talking about it this way to his bros. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe guys are just not in general lah, like not great listeners to begin with.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know, like maybe when you speak to your partner about a work issue,
Right.
like I think the natural kind of like response for them is like, okay, do you do this? Have you done that?
Oh my
You know,
God.
like they want to solve
You
things,
are so right.
Yeah, but I think for
You're
girls,
so right. You know what? Jerry's
Yeah?
always like, here's the solution, point one, point two, point three. I'm like, I'm not looking for a solution. I just
Yeah.
want you to hear me, bitch. Like, that's
right?
it.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I think like for guys, really that is the first thing that comes to our mind.
Yeah.
Like,
You just want to try and fix the problem.
I mean, if Xenia were to ever come to,
Yeah.
okay, but I mean, I have learned how to, or I try my best,
Yes.
endeavor to do my best to be a little bit more sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah, at least listen, and then like maybe I'll ask her like, do you want my advice or do you just want to like?
Okay, that's a
want
good
me to
one.
hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in the world of guys, we don't do that, right?
Yeah.
You don't like. No lah. Usually
Yeah, you
just
don't.
straight bro break up with her lah. You know,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
bro just quit the job lah.
Like, it's so simple. There's a solution to everything.
Summarize lah. We just
Yeah.
summarize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you on that. I don't disagree. Okay, the next one is well, it's quite similar to what I mentioned earlier, but the other way. So if you catch a bro's wife or girlfriend or partner cheating, would you inform him straight away?
Am I close to my bro's
Your bro, yeah.
partner?
Oh,
Am I
okay.
close to
That
her?
makes a difference also,
Yeah,
right?
It does.
Okay, let's say you just know her because, you know, she is your bro's partner. You just know her through your bro.
Okay, then I'll see like where my bro is at in terms of like say like mental health.
Okay, see if you can handle it. is
Yeah,
it?
you know, like because if it's like with my usual bros, right?
Yeah.
I would just tell him now, like
Like,
maybe
hey, by the way, I
the
saw-
most I'll do sit him down and
Right.
really give him some context.
Yeah.
And then tell him what I feel about it, what I saw. But I will never overstep my boundary to tell
Yeah.
him like, why you gotta break up with her, you know. Like you
Yeah.
must break up with her. I will tell him like what I think he should do lah.
Yeah.
Maybe not what I think he should do, but more like if you don't do this, right, what's gonna happen? If
Yeah.
you do that, what's gonna happen? And then let him decide for himself.
And I think also that we mustn't forget a lot of couples have gone through situations like that, partners cheating on each other. They try to mend it and they try to move forward, and sometimes it's successful in certain situations
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you never know what they're going through in their own personal life in that sense.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
it's very difficult to judge in these moments, right? But if you were in your bro's shoes, would you want to know if your partner was spotted outside holding hands with someone or getting a bit too close to someone out there?
I think. Well, sometimes you
Would
know,
you
like
wanna know?
ignorance is bliss, right?
Right, I
But
know, that's the thing.
I'd rather not hear from anyone else other than my partner, even
Right.
if it's my bro,
Okay,
honestly.
okay.
But I also understand that actually, I mean, if your partner is never going to come clean to you and then your bro knows about it, actually, he kind of has a duty to break the news to you, lah.
Yeah, yeah,
But for me, my personal preference is like, I'd rather not know about it.
yeah.
But if let's say like a friend, okay, I'm just gonna throw you an example. Okay,
Yeah.
like my friend is with this girl is cheating on my friend, and like let's say she's using him for like maybe personal gains, say like
Oh.
money or whatever. Then I'll just
Tell
go
him
straight.
straight away. Yeah.
I'll go straight. I think I've told my best friend a few times like, wow, this girl is
This is
just
sus or red
yeah,
flag.
like
Yeah.
super red flag.
What was the result of that?
You know, guys lah, haha, no lah. Then 3
Then?
months later they break up.
Oh, really?
Ha, bro, you're right.
Oh my god, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, I think guys, especially like in a bro circle, like we don't ever force each other to make a decision or do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But like we will just be them, like very kaopei, you know,
Yeah.
like, bro, you sure or not? You sure or not? Bro, what, really? You should regret, you should regret. I think guys really we are very bad
In expressing.
in expressing, or like we are just not as communicative,
Right.
like as compared to girls.
Yes,
I feel like
it's
girls
true.
are just, y'all think of like one thing, but y'all can say like 10 things.
Yes, yes.
But we think of 10 things, but we can
You say one
say
thing.
one thing.
Yeah.
I think that is our where we kind of like fall short, I feel.
No, but I think on the flip side, we sometimes overanalyze also, you know, for sometimes when we talk a bit too much about one thing, we might be breaking it down too much and we might overanalyze and then
Oh, yes.
cause other questions and other issues and then overthink.
Right.
And then spiral and then at the end, you know, like you're 2 wine bottles down and no solution. That sounds familiar. Yes. Okay. The next one is actually examples of girl quotes. Maybe I'll have more to say about this, but
Sure.
see if you have anything you can contribute to this one. Okay.
Come on.
So unspoken girl code rules. Always check in when your girl is on a date with a new guy. Yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Never let your girlfriend go to the bathroom alone, especially when she's drunk. It's true. I think all my girlfriends take good care of each other,
Okay.
especially at clubs and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff. Okay.
Agree?
Never flirt with your friend's crush or boyfriend.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, for sure,
For
right?
sure, right? I mean-
Have you ever experienced this before?
I think I did like, and it's just so awkward
Yeah.
because, no, okay, this is a girl code, is it?
Yeah, girl code.
But it can be
Can be the
like,
other way, yeah. It can be the other
right?
way, yes, for sure. What if the tables were turned? How would you feel about that?
Have you experienced this?
You mean like someone else's partner?
Like maybe like you're interested in someone, then like your girlfriend just like
Oh,
really
oh.
like she overzealous wing woman. Does it?
No, not exactly. But a friend's boyfriend has flirted before. Yeah, which was quite messed up.
Like overly friendly or kind of like
It was kind
really
of borderline
sus?
with like, yeah, borderline sus. Anyway, like they're not together anymore.
Oh,
Not because of me though. Like I think
oh.
it's just their own problems or whatever.
So how can you tell if someone is like flirting?
I think it was okay. Also under the influence of alcohol, right? People
Yeah.
tend to get very,
Loose.
you know, yeah. You kind of like lose control of
Right.
your, I don't know, thinking yourself, and you don't think too much. But he was saying like some suggestive things,
Like sexual stuff.
in a more private setting. Like, oh hey, do you wanna
Like you
hit
whisper into her ear,
behind?
"Do you wanna
Yeah.
kiss?"
So apparently, like I wasn't the only person that he was talking like this to. Like
Oh.
other girlfriends also said that he will be like that. But maybe when
Wow,
he's
high
drunk,
sus, high
I don't
sus.
know. Yeah.
No, but you see, like if the person is drunk and he does that, right? Then
But it's not an excuse though, right? Is it?
no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
like it just amplifies what he's been hiding, right?
Or what he's really thinking.
Isn't it? I don't know. Like when you're drunk, usually you be a little bit more truthful, right?
It's true, in a way, but
Right?
you're also unconscious, right? So I don't know whether you mean it.
I feel like whatever that is said when the person is drunk, right? There is also always
Some level of truth.
some level of truth. Maybe he's already been thinking of
Yeah.
some things.
Is that why you don't drink so much?
I
Or-
don't like to lose control of myself.
That's really good, actually. I really like that.
But you know what? Going back to that question,
Yeah.
right? If let's say, maybe a bro. Okay, let's exclude alcohol. Like he's a
Okay.
little bit more like
Friendly.
showing signs to my partner.
Oh, okay, like being a little too close for
you know.
comfort.
And then
okay.
I'm a very straightforward person.
Okay.
I will call him out,
Yeah.
but maybe not in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Or
Like pull
maybe
him
like
aside.
pull him aside, like
or when
"Hey,"
he's not.
like, yeah, what's going on?
intoxicated,
You
yeah.
horny, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Once again, very direct.
Yeah lah, like what what you trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have met with situations like that lah. But I think most of my friends in my group of like friend circles, like they are very well controlled people.
Yeah.
I feel.
And you guys respect each other, I'm sure you sound.
Yeah. If like one were to step out of line, or then it's like bye bye.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm very.
Yeah. Straight to the point.
There's a good and bad thing. lah.
Yeah. Okay. The next question is: you're not allowed to have sex with someone your friend has had sex with before.
You're not allowed to have sex with
someone that your friend has banged before.
Wow.
In your friend group, no? This has never happened. Okay, so I'll give you an example.
Sure.
Not me, but another group of friends. Like, yeah. So it's a group of guys.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that was introduced to this group
Yeah.
was actually dating one of them initially. And then she got introduced to this group. And obviously she's already banged this guy.
Right.
but she ended up getting together with another guy in the same group and also slept with him. So then the two guys are still bros though. They're still friends.
Can meh?
Is that weird?
I think so.
It's weird, is it? I found it a little strange, but...
Was there a relationship that kind of blossomed after that, or was it what do you call it, a one night stand?
One night stand.
Yeah,
no,
one night
so
stand.
she actually got together with the second guy. Yeah, after that. So the guy that actually introduced her to the group didn't end up with her. But he did say that they hooked up.
And that's weird,
And the
right?
other bro's like, oh, okay. He got over it in like 5 seconds. I don't know what the mentality is behind it, or whether that's something you might keep in your mind for a long time.
I'm not the best like person to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like okay, number one, I don't believe in like one night stand.
Yeah.
I just cannot get that concept lah.
Okay.
Or like you have to be like really drunk. I don't know. I really don't know. But like if let's say my friend has an ex-partner
Yeah.
that like of course they had like maybe like intimacy with before, and I were to be with that partner after they like broken up, right?
Yeah.
I would find it weird also.
It would be strange.
It would be really strange.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is like a no kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just it'll be weird lah. There will just be a
Images? Oh, wait.
like,
Not
wow.
images, sorry. No, what were you going to
But,
say?
like, you know, when we are hanging out together, then there will always be this
Like a
thorn,
tension sort of
yeah,
thing,
this
is
thorn
it?
in the flesh kind of thing. Like maybe you think like, wow, am I better at sex or are you better at sex?
Oh
You
my
know, that kind of thing.
God,
Right? I mean,
yeah.
these are possible. It never happened to me before. I really, I
It's
really
like,
don't know.
disclaimer, this
yeah,
has
really,
not happened.
I really don't know. But
this
like,
is the 10th disclaimer Shawn has done today.
you know, just disclaiming everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I think guys will kind of like think about these kind of things also. Or like,
It
wow,
would definitely put a strain on the the friendship.
for yeah,
between
for
friends,
sure.
yeah.
But this will be very unspoken.
Yeah.
In fact, we might not even bring it up. But
So,
it's just
yeah.
at the back of our head.
This reminded me of a situation in the past. So it's in our same group in a group of girlfriends, okay? And one of the girls was actually quite crazy about this guy that she met at a party.
Okay.
And they seemed like they were getting on well. They were meeting quite a lot, you know. Sometimes he would come and join us and all that. But they were never exclusively dating. They never said that they were dating. It was just casual.
Oh.
And then we came out as a group again the next time where this guy was introduced to our bigger group of friends. And he started hitting on another girl in the group.
Oh, like outrightly.
Yeah, like he was quite open about it. So he didn't talk about the exclusivity with the other girl or anything.
Right.
But anyway, instead of girl A getting angry with him, she actually got angry with her friend.
Oh.
So she actually turned around and said, like, you already knew that I am into this guy.
Right.
So why did you go ahead and talk to him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So instead of directing her anger at the guy,
yeah.
she's like directing it at the friend instead. And their relationship was like never the same again after that.
But
or
I
their
agree.
friendship.
I agree though.
You agree?
I agree. So the new girl, like, she knows about like.
She doesn't really, I mean, she kind of knows yet doesn't really know, but nothing really happened. He was just being very friendly with her.
Okay.
Asked her for a phone number and, you know, I think she didn't realize that they were dating or something.
I feel like if girl A and guy, right,
Yeah.
like they had something exclusive and they talked about it, and if the third party knew
Yeah.
about it, right, then I think it's wrong for her to like
reciprocate.
it's not wrong, but it's like breaking the girl code lah, you know.
Okay,
You get what I'm
okay.
trying
But
to
then
say?
the guy's not in the wrong for
The
her.
guy is, I mean, so I think it comes down to like, have they established this exclusivity?
Okay.
Because if they haven't, then I feel like everyone is free to do what they
Like
want.
shoot your
lah.
shot with anyone.
Yeah, because like,
yeah.
you know, maybe let's say I go out on date with you, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I want to get to know you. But
Yeah.
for you, it's like, wow, I want to marry this guy.
Oh my
I
God.
think where we start off is wrong.
Yeah.
And whatever happens next after that, like, I shouldn't be accountable for what your thoughts are. What?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel all these things must be kind of like communicated well.
On the same
and then
page.
also, if the girl and, I mean, if the two girls are friends, you guys should talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if let's say it is already communicated, like, wow, this girl, like, I really like that guy, but then that girl still reciprocate to the guy, then I think it's wrong.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, talking about friendship and all that kind of stuff also, you know, before we wrap it up, brings me to the question of morals, right? So
Oh, yeah.
if you are in a friend group and, you know, you guys talk about everything, Is it very important to you that everyone shares the same or similar moral values? You know, like if you had a really close friend, but he's like a player, like that doesn't really sit well with your own values and morals. Would you continue being friends with him, you know?
Okay, so like I feel like if there are any new group of friends or new group of bros that I were to meet and all that, I feel like that is a must.
To be
Like,
on the same page.
to be on the same
Okay.
page, like the way we think about money, the way we think about
Oh,
relationships.
okay.
I feel like we should be on the same page lah. Because
Yeah.
I feel like you are who you hang out with.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
the average of the 5 people they hang out with or
Correct.
something
And
like that, right?
like
Is
the
that
books you
term?
read and the people you meet,
Yes,
you
yes.
turn you to become that person lah.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there is a group of friends that is new, we have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for example, I don't condone for example like greed example lah. I don't know. Like maybe in that group of friends, I will look for the same things. But if it's like my friends from like childhood, right? Then obviously we grow up a little bit different, have
Yeah,
our different
you
lives and all
tend
that.
to-
I can condone like whatever new thoughts that they may have. Yeah, but like maybe not to the point whereby I really, really like will object.
Yeah.
Let's say like my friend would come out and tell me like, wow, I like what's morally wrong.
Here we go. Here we go.
I enjoy cheating.
Okay. I don't think has anyone ever said. I don't think anyone has
I
ever
don't even know.
outrightly said that.
Or like,
Okay.
I believe like I should have multiple partners, you know, I'm
Yeah.
or
like
I'm
married woman turn me on or something. I don't know.
you know,
something
this kind
like
of things,
that.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
look at that, look at that pregnant lady.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I said
No.
married woman, not pregnant woman.
Right.
But okay,
Like, look
sure.
at that married woman, you know. And then like they get all like, wow, you know, feral
Yeah,
and
yeah,
horny
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Then I mean maybe it's hard
Yeah,
to say. Man. I don't
yeah,
know,
you
eh.
might just be like, it's a situational basis sort of thing. So on that note, have you ever ended a friendship because you don't align with your friend's beliefs, morals, or you just can't agree with what he's doing? You have.
I have.
You have. How did that go?
I mean, like I said, I'm a very straightforward person.
You're very direct.
I'm
yes,
very
for
direct,
sure.
and when I feel like someone is, I don't want to use the word toxic, but
Okay.
like maybe not good for me. You know, he can be a good bro to another
Yeah.
person, but maybe
Yeah.
if it's not for me, I will just kind of like end it lah.
How do you end a friendship?
I mean, if I have to kind of tell him, then I'll just tell him all that like, hey, you know what? I feel like,
This isn't working.
it's like a breakup,
I know,
right?
it's like a breakup. It is like a bro breakup.
I think maybe more like if nothing happened, like there's no trigger,
Yeah.
but I just feel like I want to pull out of it,
Yeah.
I would just kind of like ghost the person.
Okay.
If the person would ask me like, hey, why we haven't hang out, bro? You know, hey, wow, we go eat supper, and I'll just say like, no, thank you. Like, I think it's nice to know you lah, but like, you know, if let's say this period of my life, I might not wanna hang out too much.
Yeah.
With a person like yourself
Yeah.
lah. I think I have said that before, but not a lot of times lah. Usually I just ghost the person.
Yeah, I think like the gesture of not really responding or
Yeah.
ghosting or not participating in their group gatherings in itself is
Yeah.
already a sign, right?
It's
Like
quite
it's a
obvious.
signal like, oh, that
Yeah, it's
I
quite
just don't
obvious.
prioritize this group or this person anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And perhaps this group or this person doesn't make me feel treasured or good as a person, as a
Yeah,
friend,
yeah.
you know, and
And
that's
there's nothing
totally
wrong.
okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong about it. No, I think like we're maybe like as we move into like adulthood, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe
Oh, we're not in adulthood yet. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. No, but like you know, like maybe
As you mature.
as you mature, or like maybe some younger audience, they might still have a little bit of issue letting go of certain
Yes.
friendships,
Yes.
certain relationships. Actually, I would say that like it's just very normal to move on from
Yeah.
certain groups of friends.
It's very true. And
Yeah.
as you get older as well, your friend group kind of goes smaller in size,
Smaller and
slowly,
smaller, yeah.
but gradually, right?
Yeah. And I think that's absolutely normal. But like it depends on like how much you want to keep hold of. Like with my best friends, like it's the three of us, right?
Okay, here we go. Yes.
So
give me their
what-
names and
what-
their birth dates and
Oh,
their
no,
star
I
signs.
cannot. No, like but so we don't really talk to each other about like very touchy stuff
Private,
and all
okay.
that. But there was once one of them like actually asked me out lah, and then we went to a nearby like petrol kiosk, sit down there, eat Maggie, and just talk about life. And then he was just sharing that like out of the blue, like I've been facing a little bit of trouble.
Okay.
And then as a guy, like, wow, what trouble? What you need? You come and
Yeah,
brother, tell
I
me what
got
you need.
look, I look for this person. Okay.
But then he started sharing me like I find it very difficult to sleep, you know, and I've been through like a very depressive cycle.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the I have to share this story because like I feel like that's the first time I ever felt like my friend was vulnerable to me, even though I've been his best friend for like back then like maybe like what the 12, 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And
never actually
like,
shared in
correct.
words,
And maybe like through the years we drifted apart, we ghosted each other, we drifted apart, we come back, we ghosted apart. But we had never like talked about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that moment was quite special for me as a bro, right? Because he kind of like, number one, I never seen him so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Number two, I felt like I was partly responsible because I drifted away. And I never like kind of like
reached out.
Yeah, reached out. How are
asked.
you? You know, I just assume that everything's fine if you don't talk about it. But guys, you know, I think mental health is very real.
It is, yeah.
I know, like it's very hard to talk to to another bro about your feelings, your mental health, and all that. But I think we should try to
Be more expressive.
Be more
about
expressive, yeah. Because the moment I heard about that, right, actually, I didn't cry a lot, of course, because a bit paiseh, but my heartstrings were a little bit like
tugged.
You know, if only I knew it, you know, could I have done something better? Yeah, why did I drift away for a while? That kind of feeling. Yeah, sorry, I just had to share that.
That's a great story, actually. And I think to summarize, or rather to wrap that portion up, I think it doesn't hurt to just drop someone a message today and ask them like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
How's it going? Or even if it's someone that you lost touch with, you know, it could be like, hey, just checking in or reaching out. And I think you definitely did that probably moving forward from there.
I did.
He's closer to you now. Like
I do. I mean, like, it's still a low maintenance friendship.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think it makes talking about these kind of things easier.
It's true. It's like a cactus, right? Like you don't really have to water it so much.
Yeah.
It's prickly on the outside, but like can sustain on its own. Yeah. Okay, got you. Just compared your bestie to a cactus, but it's all good. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode.
Thank you for having me.
We really hope you enjoyed this chat. I really did, for sure. Thank you so much, Shawn, for joining us here today. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, you can comment and let us know what you think. If you guys agree or disagree, or just want to share your thoughts as well.
See ya.
Bye-bye.